also have brochures that we'll hand out. And then my name is Estefani.
My name is Clara.
My name is Evelyn.
Okay, we interviewed Clara. She's a site support specialist at Boys Town. She has worked with this agency for about 7 years, and she enjoys her job to the fullest. And she actually said it is not a job, but a lifestyle for her.
So, our mission statement for Boys Town was changing the way America cares for children, families, and communities by providing and promoting an integrated continuum of care that instills Boys Town values to strengthen body, mind, and spirit. And also, their vision was that America's beacon of healing and hope, strengthening children and families through life, and changing care. And the founder of Boys Town was Father Edward J. Flanagan, and he basically started this for homeless men in Omaha, Nebraska. And we have at Boys Town, there is a national hotline 24/7. And the number is 1-800-448-3000. Basically, we also have a website that you guys can go to on your own time. Basically, the primary clients are at-risk children and families. Families struggling to stay together are in danger of having their children removed, or children that have been abused or neglected. And we do have low SES family members also. The demographic is mainly low-income single parents. We have a lot of Hispanic descent, and a lot of these family members have none or some high school education, and they also, a lot of them have unreliable employment income. The services that we provide are, we have in-home services for families, which helps improve parenting skills, makes a nurturing, safer environment for the children. And we also have parenting workshops for families and parents. The program is for children ages 0 to 18 years old, and it's for both female and male. And we also have a common sense parenting program where it helps the parents learn new skills and things that might be common sense for other parents that they may not have known. And that helps them strengthen also their development between their children and their parents.
Okay, mental health issues. Mental health issues such as ADHD, schizophrenia, autism, OCD, and hoarding are seen throughout the program. Mental health issues are addressed through one-on-one therapy. A psychiatrist can be appointed to the individual, medication management, and support groups. I think we actually missed it. There we go. Strengths and weaknesses. The strengths of the clients are that they're resourceful and they have the ability to learn and succeed when they are given the opportunity. Some of the weaknesses are that clients can be resistant to services and change, and because of life situations, they have a hard time trusting others since many of the people in their lives have let them down. Staff qualifications. All staff is required to be fingerprinted, drug tested, TB tested, and have good motor vehicle reports. And depending on the different positions, different school degrees are required. But for the most part, a BA in behavioral science or human services related is required. Staff training. The staff training includes 2-week pre-service in Nebraska, new hire orientation, CPR and first aid training, nonviolent crisis intervention training, and throughout the month they have other small trainings, so like weekly trainings to keep them on track. And the staff turnover rate is about 20% for several reasons, and that is because Boys Town has a model of care and some people work with it but don't buy into the program, so therefore Boys Town is not a right fit for them. Then there are people that think they want to work with people to make a difference and that it'll be easy, but soon come to realize that not everyone wants the help, and working with resistant clients is not what they envisioned. Lastly, there's people that move away or decide to be a stay-at-home parent.
Okay, so collaboration with other agents.
One more slide before that. Intervention methods. They have in-home services, which involves consultants working with parents and children in their own homes to help keep the family together and prevent the children from being taken away. They also have parenting workshops, as Clara mentioned. There's a CSP, which is Common Sense Parenting. It provides logical strategies and easy-to-learn techniques to help address issues of communication, discipline, decision-making, and the workshops allow parents to learn, practice, and demonstrate new parenting skills. Lastly, Boys Town has group homes, which provide care for at-risk youth ages 10 to 18 who can't live at home and whose special needs require more intensive treatment. Between 6 to 8 boys or girls are appointed to each house along with a married couple and a full-time assistant family teacher who are responsible for providing structured supervision for the youth.
Okay. So collaboration with other agencies. Basically what Boys Town does is they do have like an individualized plan for each teenage at-risk youth, and they work with the family as well. And after having determined what the family needs and the youth, then they go about to looking for referrals within social services, probation, therapists, doctors, or like programs like WIC, Medi-Cal, food pantries, or other places like group homes and their own schools. And within like minority groups, Boys Town focuses on Spanish-speaking minority groups, and what they have are counselors and translation services, and they have more than 140 languages because they have the hotline, but as well they have the staff who I believe 90% of the staff is bilingual, and they also provide transportation and other needs that each family member might need. And for the most part, Boys Town works with every population, but again, we do have the majority with Spanish speaking. And safeguard and societal values. They have confidentiality policies like the HIPAA, and reading to each individual their own confidentiality rights. And they keep files in double lock. They use their own shredding company to shred all documents, and they have encrypted emails, and they have a network for computers that is protected. And for societal values, most of the people want to keep their families together when possible. And with regards to politics and economy, that kind of stands in the way because, again, every year new laws are passed, and so they have to work with that. And it kind of becomes a barrier to carry out further programs that we have. And again, the California budget crisis, this also means cutbacks in the programs that we have for the children that we work with. And as far as the news media, it could be harmful and it could be helpful. It could be helpful in the way that it can increase awareness, and also if the media does bring out some positive points of a certain case, then the government may put more focus on it and they try to actually do something about that situation. But then again, it could be harmful because it could be negative and it could bring out the bad points. And as well as say we're working with, the Boys Town is working with at-risk youth, and say they're trying to work with them, and then if they're always seeing things like youth pregnancies or drinking or unprotected sex being common in the media, then it's kind of, it desensitizes the youth. And so it's kind of like, as we're trying to go forward, again, they see society kind of pulling them back. So that could be a barrier as well. And again, sexualization of the teens, and which could lead to body image messages and leading to disorders and depression. And then some of the accomplishments that were stated were, again, keeping the families together, because that's really one of the main goals, and then give desperate children hope and help parents succeed and one of the things that they're known for is that the fact they've been around since 1917. So it's almost going to be 100 years. And again, it was started with only 5 boys. And now they're in Florida, New York, and again, the online website and the hotline, so it's gotten big. And the impact of lives of families and children. And then our interviewer said that one of her personal rewards were to learn to help and teach others while respecting their own cultural values and beliefs. And again, because there's a very diverse population, you really have to be culturally competent, and again, don't impose your own values. And one of the things that she mentioned is when I have a bad day, she's like, I look back and I think of all the bad things that most of these children have gone through, so that kind of pushes me forward to continue. And then I realize it's like not as bad, you know, as what these kids have been going through. And then another thing she mentioned was being part of Boys Town means providing healing, helping, and it gives hopes for others. And it's where God wants her to be. That's one of the things that she said.